This is RVR with FightNerd.com, taking time to interview former WEC champion Urijah Faber. Thanks for taking the time, Urijah.
No problem.
Okay, so you're getting ready to face Jose Aldo on April 24th at the WEC 48 show for the featherweight title. How's training going for the fight?
It's going good, man. Little bumps and bruises here and there, but it's been good. I went down and trained with Joe Warren for a week, worked on some Greco stuff, and I've got a great team here in Sacramento of guys that are pushing me. Been kicked in the leg a lot lately, but you got to do that. Get used to this wild Brazilian.
Cool. Is there anything you're doing special to prepare for Aldo?
Not really. I'm adding a little bit more running into my regimen. Just I want to be fast as possible. I think last time I focused a little bit more on getting kind of bulking up, and I've maintained some of that muscle, but I also want to be really fast and agile for this one. I feel like the more scrambling, the better. I feel like the higher the pace of the fight, the better for me. Even though he's fast, I like a fast pace and I'm fast. So.
Definitely. So you held the WEC title for over 2 years. Does that add any extra pressure in a fight like this to reclaim something you held for so long?
It's not really a belt thing for me. It's about winning. I'm going to go out there and fight someone that really thinks they can beat me up, and I'm not the type of person that is okay with that. When I go out and fight, it's a one-on-one thing. It's me and that other guy, and so regardless of who's watching or what's at risk, it comes down to that. So I want the belt. I want to be considered the best, but I'm going to fight. So that's the most important thing.
Do you think the WEC and UFC should merge to form one giant group, or the two companies better left separate?
They both have the same parent company, so in essence they pretty much are the same company, just two different networks and two different sets of sponsors and things like that. So as far as whether I think they should merge, I think we'll leave that up to them. I like the WEC a lot. I like the UFC, and I'm just happy to be fighting at this level and be putting on great shows. So either way is great.
And you've spent most of your career fighting, in Gladiator Challenge, King of the Cage, and now WEC. Do you have any desire to actually go overseas and fight in other places like Japan?
I used to want to fight in Japan back in the day because I felt like it was the better opportunity for the lighter weights, but now to me it's obvious that the best opportunity is here in America. Zuffa's done a great job of promoting the sport, including the lighter weight fighters, so I wouldn't mind having some fights over there at some point, but I'd like to stay under the Zuffa umbrella. I think they're the best at promoting fights, and they know what they're doing, so I feel like I'm at home.
Okay, so looking past your fight coming in April, is there any other fighter in particular you would like to fight, and from any other company?
Not necessarily. I just want to be the best and do the fights that people want to see, so that changes all the time. There was a time when, it was me and Kid Yamamoto and, Chuck Liddell and Vanderlei Silva, and I mean, there's all these fights out there that people want to see at certain times, but it's always changing. So I want to be in the fights that make sense to people and are relevant to whenever it is the fight's happening.
Cool. Is there any sponsors you want to thank? Or
check out formathletics.com and our teamalphamale.com website, UrijahFaber.com, and thank you to Amp Energy and MMA Incorporated, my sponsors, or my managers.
Cool.
So, thanks, guys.
Right on. Thanks, Urijah, for taking time to interview for FightNerd.com.
All right.
This video is sponsored by Skin Industries, dominating fashion for the past 11 years with hundreds of designs for men, women, and children. Skin Industries is your everyday lifestyle clothing brand. Start living in skin today and check out skinindustries.com.